Thursday morning, 4:30 a.m. Central Time, 3:30 a.m. local time. Still sitting at first pickup. Been here for 5.5 hours. Just got done editing yesterday's video. It's rendering right there. We just got a green light. Now I'm waiting on a phone call to tell me to come get my paperwork. Can't do anything until I get my paperwork. And then we gotta go 1 mile down the road. Hopefully the paperwork will go faster than the loading did. Rough day yesterday. We had the issue with the physical. What it was is one of Chris's meds causes her blood pressure to go up. So they put her on blood pressure medicine. And sometimes there's a weird thing going on and the blood pressure doesn't come down exactly like it should. And she'd had coffee yesterday morning before the physical. So her blood pressure was up a little bit. And they kept telling her, go calm down, go eat something, go drink some water, go do this, go do that, come back and we'll take it again. Come back and we'll take it again. And doctor comes in, talks to her for a few minutes. Okay, what'd you eat? When? What'd you have to drink? Whole 9 yards. And then he looks over her med list and he goes, oh, that's the problem. He's like, all right, we can deal with that. Signs off her physical. All day. Well, about 4.5 hours she was there. So I went and made delivery. On the way back to pick her up, had this fool that cut me off. And then decided to stop in the middle of the interstate because I blew my horn at him. All sorts of God and Jesus references written in magic marker on the back of his trunk. And he stands out there and gives me the bird and threatens me. Just acts like an absolute fool. So I just lay on the horn, cuss him out a little bit. I cut that out, the audio out of that. It's really dangerous to stop in the middle of the interstate. So, yes, I got upset. But only after he stopped, got out, and threatened. That's when I started the camera. Okay. Oh, there's my phone call. Okay, finish up real quick. So, anyway, he finally gets back in the car. I start rolling. He gets about a quarter mile ahead of me by the time I start rolling. Start getting my speed back up, and all of a sudden he stomps the brakes again. Fortunately, I had room to maneuver around him. Boom, hit the shoulder, wham, came back out. Then he follows me for 5 miles. Lord. Get Chris picked up, come out here, and sat here most of the day. Well, most of the night. Well, all night, actually. So, I gotta go in, sign my paperwork, and go 1 mile to our next pickup location, and I actually got 25 minutes to spare. So, here I go. Okay, we're at pickup number 2, all checked in. Now we wait for a phone call. After this one, we got about 3.5 miles to our final pickup. Then we loop back down this way to scale out. Another hour before I wake Chris. 3 hours to our next appointment. Hopefully they'll get us in the door quick and load us quick. We picked up half a trailer, 12 pallets at our first stop. Only 13,000 pounds. Light load this go round. And hopefully the weight ratio will continue. I prefer to run a little bit lighter. Chris likes to run heavy, heavy, heavy. My ideal weight is between 30 and 35,000 pounds. That gives you enough weight to hold you down to the ground, but not so much weight that it pushes you down a hill or messes you up on hills, or gives you so much inertia that it overrides your, quote, ground pressure. So I guess I'll go back to watching videos until my phone rings, or the alarm goes off and it's time to wake Chris up. Just see how things work out. I've been here before. Chris has not. Last time I was here, it was one of those situations where I left her in Brawley. Her sister brought her out because, well, I knew there'd be plenty of time. So she stayed in Brawley overnight. Brawley is only 80 miles from here. Not even 80 miles. So, if the schedule works out right, I do that. Let Chris spend more time with her sister and her mom and her niece. I tend to do that quite a bit, though. If we're going to LA, got a locked-in back haul that brings me back through Brawley. I'll drop her off at the house, head into LA, go to sleep, make my delivery, and run back. All depends on how schedules work out and everything. If it works out in such ways I can do it legally and safely, then I'll go ahead and do it. But we almost got messed over one time. We were about that far from doing it, and I was like, something has got me a little bit flaky on it this time. So she went ahead and came on to the delivery with me, and lo and behold, they changed our pickup to go in the other direction. We got lucky. So this will be my final statement for this morning. I'll see you this evening. Wow, check out this bomber.
That old man too. Beautiful car.
Good evening, all. Not so good for her. We did shift change in Casa Grande, Arizona. Had dinner at a restaurant called Ava's.
That was good.
That was good. Now, if Chris happens to sound like she's got a head cold,
I do not.
She learned a lesson to pay attention to what she's doing.
No, you need to stop putting everything there in a little cubby thing.
She set off the fire extinguisher inside the cab. Yellow powder everywhere. Now, I went and I got a couple of... Can't grab it. Here we go. A couple of these blowers. They tie into the air system for the seats.
Still on, I hear it.
They don't seal perfectly. So, blew everything out. Well, this dust sticks to everything. So now we're off to Walmart. Get us some stuff to dust the truck. Wipe everything down. It was a mess. And we got to get one of those nasal cleaner thingies for Chris, because her sinuses are all clogged up with yellow powder.
That's how you take care of hot flashes.
Yeah. Snort fire extinguishers. Wrong kind. Needs CO2. That just blows cold. Anyway, that's how our day's gone. Got the dash cam going. Looks like it's going to rain on me tonight. As long as it's rain, no problem. Ice, I don't want. So we'll check back in later. $25 each. One hooked up to each seat. Another $20 in cleaning supplies. And $75 to replace the fire extinguisher. Oh boy. And I still got a lot of cleaning to do. I got most of it wiped down. Well, a good part of it wiped down up here. When I take my 30, I'll get the rest of the dashboard and stuff. But the floor is going to be the issue. Basically what we're going to have to do is get everything off the floor. Yeah, I know, it sounds worse than it actually is. Okay, we got Alize's bed on the floor. We got her bowls on the floor. Right, we put our water mugs on the floor. Basically get everything off the floor and hose it out. Scrub it real good. Rinse everything out real good. And the truck will be clean again. I tell you, you do not want to be anywhere this stuff goes off. The powder is so fine, it just wants to absolutely grab a hold of everything. Chris is in the back. I don't know if you heard that. Chris is in the back watching No Good Deed. Excellent movie. Excellent movie. Not that big a cast. The lady in the lead was, she played the female detective on Person of Interest. Real good actress. I like her. The male lead's done a lot of parts, not lead parts, but I enjoyed him, everything I saw him in. And I'm sorry, I'm absolutely horrific with names. Her first name is Taraji, I think, but good cast that needs to move up a little bit, and this is a good step. Great movie, love it. Anyway, I digress. I tend to do that sometimes. So, still got a bunch more cleaning to do. It costs a pretty penny to get everything that we needed. But we're getting there. Worst thing is, I just scoured the heck out of all the glass this morning. And every little bit of dust that I kick back up wants to stick to the glass. Oh well. Check back in later. Hello. We are in Texas. Just barely. We're in Anthony, Texas, exit 0. Right on the line with New Mexico. Just stopped at the Loves to grab something to eat. I originally went over to Pilot. Wanted to get a Subway. But Pilot apparently does not value night shift drivers as customers. So, all the food places at the Pilot, which they have 2 of them, were closed. Love's, on the other hand, always, 24 hours a day, is open. So, they basically treat the night shift drivers...
Turn left on South Desert Boulevard.
You be quiet. They treat the night shift drivers a little bit more respectfully. They realize that, yeah, we get hungry too. And we don't always want to grab a dang tuna sandwich out of the little refrigerated boxes that they got. Personally, it's freezing and drizzling rain. Copying over the files off the dash cam right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and edit these up and then commence cleaning some more. I had a fun time wiping down the laptop, but I'm getting there. So that's it for today. Click like if you like. Subscribe. Please share. Have a wonderful